Well, first of all, there's no agreement what the Cyprus problem actually is. For the Turkish Cypriots, it's their exclusion from the government of the Republic of Cyprus since 1963. For the Greek Cypriots, it's the forceful division and partition of the island following a Turkish invasion in 1974 that was following a Greek coup d'etat against the government of Cyprus. So they can't agree on what the Cyprus problem is, but they have been trying to overcome the division since the late 1970s, but all talks so far have failed, and we are currently in the decisive phase of what is probably the most promising attempt to overcome the division since 1974. Well, the dynamics were really decisive. We didn't have much progress until April last year when Mustafa Akinci was elected to become the leader of the Turkish Cypriot community. Ever since, things have dramatically changed. We had a very positive atmosphere. We had great progress in the talks. They have slowed down, however. And originally they wanted to wrap up the talks by December. December turned into March. Now March turned into June. And currently the understanding is that they're stuck on the few outstanding but most controversial issues. Well, the Greek Cypriots feel that their leverage, one of the leverages they have over Turkey, is their ability to block those chapters and create pressure to be flexible in the Cyprus question. So if they give in one of their major trump cards without getting anything in return, it would be seen as a major weakening of their bargaining position. That's on a perceptional level. As said, on a substantial level, if Turkey is constructive and we solve the Cyprus problem in the next months, it would be not much of a substantial change. If there's non-solution to the Cyprus problem, it would weaken the Greek Cypriots without giving them anything in return. So what they need is a leap of faith and signals from Ankara, which I doubt will be forthcoming. So that's good. If Anastasiadis stays firm, he will be the person seen responsible for not getting a deal with Turkey. That will put Cyprus in the bad books of Germany, which is in a desperate need. So he's in a very, very difficult situation. At the same time, if he makes a gesture to Turkey without giving anything in return in the Cyprus talks, he will lose domestic support and will be heavily criticized. He's in a dilemma, and it's very difficult for him to get out of this, in particular if Ankara doesn't help him. It's very difficult to tell what would be enough. The opening of the ports and airports would definitely help because that's what it all boiled down to. And they have been open until the 1990s, so it would be possible for Turkey to open the ports and airports and maintain their narrative that they don't recognize the Republic of Cyprus, while the Republic of Cyprus could say, we achieved one of the most important targets, that's the opening of the airports and ports towards Cyprus, which means recognition of Cyprus. So both could stick to their narrative. And that might be the way out they need to find. But both sides have to move, not just the Republic of Cyprus. If Turkey doesn't move, it will be very difficult for Cyprus to be seen to be the only moving partner in the talks.